What is up, everyone? In today's video, it's going to be a little bit different than usual. I figured I was going to read some patch notes with you. The content update was today, and there was a lot of changes to it, including the vending machine and the damage fall off and the 100% accurate first shot. And it got me really curious while I was playing, and I wanted to read and see what all the changes were. And so I went to the Fortnite website and got all the patch notes, and I figured I'd read them off to you for anyone who hasn't figured them all out and is still curious about it. So here we are. So the first one is that the vending machine has been added. These are found in various locations around the map. Some locations has a couple spawns, others have just a one, including there's lots of spawns like near roads, inside buildings, such as that. And they kind of have a random spawn point, kind of like a chest, a chance of dropping there. And with each vending machine, there will be a randomly selected variant. So with the randomly selected variant, the vending machine could be anywhere from common to legendary gold. And with the common white, it costs 100 materials. With the uncommon green version, it costs 200 materials. The rare costs 300 materials. And then the epic purple, 400 materials. And then legendary gold, 500 materials. And then, so each of the vending machine will have 3 random items for sale, and then also randomize on which it's going to be. So you can get a grenade launcher for 500 wood, or you could get a scar for 500 wood, and it's just random for each vending machine. And there's going to be 3 items. One's going to be wood, one's going to be metal, and one's going to be brick. And the wood one by far is the easiest one to get. It's easy to chop down trees, and the metal one is, I guess unless you go to Flesh Factory or someplace like that, it's really hard to buy and purchase that one out of the vending machine. You can also cycle the vending machine by hitting it with your pickaxe. It will cycle, so you can select the one that you wanted, and it will show you which one it has as well. Another great thing about the vending machines is that there's no purchase limit, so you and your friends, if you have enough materials, can buy as many of the items as you want. So the next big change to Fortnite was that now many weapons have first shot accuracy. This includes suppressed submachine guns, tactical submachine guns, pistols, suppressed pistols, revolver, hand cannon, assault rifle, and burst rifle. So when aiming or standing still, and though you haven't fired the weapon, the reticle will zero in to a complete cross, and it will be 100%. So now if you're on one side of a cliff face and you see a person on the other side just camping in a base, and you put that reticle directly on them, it will connect, and it's 100% accurate. And you will know because the reticle will of course shrink, and it's really cool to have this, because with hand cannons and other things, revolvers that were not that accurate, it now makes them 100% accurate. And you can, like today earlier, I had the golden or hand cannon, call it the deagle, just two-shot someone really easily. So along with the 100% accuracy on these weapons now have fall-off damage, or more fall-off damage. So suppressed submachine guns and tactical submachine guns, their fall-off begins at 24 meters, damage is reduced to 80% at 35 meters, and damage is reduced to 65% at 50 meters. Pistols and suppressed pistols, fall-off begins at 28 meters, damage reduction to 85% at 47.5 meters. I don't know how they came to that number particularly. Damage reduction to 75% at 70 meters, and damage reduction to 65% at 250 meters. The revolver and hand cannon. Fall-off begins at 35 meters. Damage reduction to 70% at 60 meters, damage reduction to 40% at 85 meters, and assault rifle and burst rifle. Fall-off begins at 50 meters. Damage reduction to 80% at 75 meters, and damage reduction to 65% at 100 meters, as well as headshot damage multiplier reduction to 2 times for weapons with the first shot accuracy was 2.5. The damage fall off is really big for the ARs. You can really feel it for the burst and for the scars and everything like that. You can really feel it because, you know, see someone on the side of the cliff, you can now have 100% accuracy, and you hit them, and instead of hitting 36 like it usually does with the golden scar, it now only hits 20 or 23. It's surprising that, you know, 100 meters or, you know, 50 meters is even some distances, because it feels like they are very close and it's only ticking for very little, and it really surprised me, and I really think that this is a really big change. But the 100% accuracy, I think it's a good trade-off. Also with this update came the high explosive new mode, and what it is it's all explosive weapons, so rocket launchers, guided missiles, grenade launchers, C4. I believe there's traps in there still. They're a little bit rarer though, they're harder to find, unlike in the sniper shootout where they were everywhere and used frequently. So within the high explosive mode, supply drops contain 50% more consumables, spawn 100% more materials, have 50% chance of dropping a legendary guided missile. Floor loot adjustments: the materials spawn 60, 90, and 20 per pickup for wood, stone, and metal. Materials drop rate increased 50%. Ammo drops rate increased 50%. Impulse grenade added to floor loot. Trap drop rate lowered to 50%. Other adjustments include number of rockets found per floor drop, 4 to 6, and then chest 8, supply 12, box 16, and llama there's 20. Grenades, impulse grenades, and remote explosive drop rate is plus 100%. Bandages drop rate is minus 50. Medkit and slurp drop rate is plus 50. Trap spike disabled. Launch pads and campfires spawn in a 1-to-1 ratio. Rocket launchers drop 100%. Guided missiles drop 100%. There's also the resource gathering rate adjustments. Increase most wood resources value by 10%. And then there's one last thing here at the end, is resource gathering rates adjusted. Increase most wood resource values by about 10%. Reduce variance of resource from object was plus or minus 3%, was now plus or minus 15. Spend an object with a base of 100 resource value had anywhere between 70 and 130 resource. Now it will be given anywhere between 85 and 115. This does not affect limited time modes. And I will say about the high explosive mode, it is a ton of fun. I love it. I love with it's you know, fun just to go at people with only rocket launchers and missile launchers. And the best way to do it is to have like 4 RPGs and just to fire them continuously. And it's really OP to do that, and it will kill most people who just have one and trying to reload one and shoot and reload. And it's very OP and will break. It's easy to break people's faces and kill them out of that. And I really love the mode. It's a ton of fun, especially with the new C4 and everything added to it. And I think that should be it for the patch notes. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.